Z here from Ski and Z Outdoors again. It's been a couple weeks here. I've been behind, as you can see from the boxes behind me there. It's We're in the process of moving, so trying to get fishing time in and get these videos done and edited has been a bit of a challenge. Wanted to explain our process. Maybe this will work out for you guys as well. We hear about patterns in bass fishing and the different movements of bass and throughout the seasons, throughout the day, their different migrations. And what we wanted to do was we wanted to really focus on the water that we fish the most, our home water, and really dissect it and start to learn the processes. Our thought behind it is that the bass from one lake to another aren't going to change very much. It's going to be all about finding the same types of structure on the same types of days, same type of season. So we could be wrong. Our thought is if we can really learn the patterns based on our home water, because it's the most easily accessible, that we'll be able to then translate that to other lakes as we start to go and check out different waters and things, because nobody likes going out on the water, traveling, hour, 2, 3 hours, whatever it may be, and getting out on the water and just getting beat up. Nobody likes getting out there and not catching any fish. You spend the time, the money. We all have limited time that we can get out there, so you don't want to get beat up after taking all the effort to get out there. So, like I said, our thought is we'll focus on what we have close and then attempt to apply that to different waters and things as we go forward. Now, do I think we'll ever really get it completely nailed down? No. If we do, then yeah, we'll really be putting them in the boat. But in the meantime here, I'm going to go through some footage here that we've got and go through our thought process as we were dissecting the lake and the conditions and whatnot, trying to decide on where the fish are, because it's been my experience that if you could find the fish, the lure and the presentation aren't as important. If you find where the fish are, if you can get to them, that's really the key. Now, just this last week when we went out, it was taking a little while for them to open up and get us on get the boats unlocked and ready to go so we can get out there. So Ski took that time to hop out and get on the shoreline while we were waiting. He was throwing a buzz bait, running across some paths. There's a little bit of weed cover right there, but it's mainly just pads. But you'll see here he was able to pull a few quick ones, small, but they're real shallow. But I'll let you check it out here.
Decent.
So I didn't realize it when we were out there because I was, you know, good 200 yards away from him. I didn't realize how small those fish actually were. But was able to put a couple in the boat. But what ended up happening is, because he caught a few fish early, he got really focused on hitting just the shallows without paying attention to the size of the fish that he was actually catching. It's fun to put the little ones in the boat, but our ultimate goal is, you know, to get some decent fish. Once we got up on the sunken island, it's really dense around it with lily pads. We started fishing the frog. Weren't getting any kind of action on it. Chris went back to the buzzbait. Ended up getting another one right here.
Here you go, Steve. Followed it out. Damn.
Followed it,
Huh?
swirled at it.
Yeah, the swirl happened before it, and it followed it right out. A little one, but still. Love the scream on my reel. There's a fish. Decent. Dude, wow. Very decent. Good way to start the day. What'd you guess?
2.6.
198.
Oh wow.
Skinny.
Yeah.
As we got a little bit later in the day, we got to about 10:30 in the morning, and Ski had to take off. He had to go take care of some stuff with his family. So I was going to be in the boat by myself. So I was really going to be able to focus on what I had intended on doing, which was hitting the deep, isolated structure around the lake. There's a couple different spots that we know of that have some deep structure on it. And I really wanted to slow it down and fish either a Carolina, Texas, or a wacky rig. I ended up settling on the wacky rig. And just dropping it down and really fishing it nice and slow and taking my time and seeing if I could coax a little bit bigger fish out of the water.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh. Oh man. Stop, turn the camera on, and he's about 6 inches. I don't know what it is about today, but maybe it's because it's warmer, and when we fished a wacky rig before, it's been in the fall. We've recently just started using it, and it's a horrible thing that it's taken so long for us to start using it. But I don't know what it's been. Maybe it's the water temperature or the baits sitting in the sun. But I have gone through so many worms today. It's ridiculous. I had one, this one here, cough up 2 wacky worms as I was bringing them to the boat.
Now when I say wacky worms there, we've been fishing anywhere between 4 and 6 inch Senkos. Been trying to stick to the more natural colors because we were dealing with much clearer water all day.
Oh, look at that. Somebody's chasing somebody. Yeah, those two nutballs, the damn shirts off, that's just craziness. Definitely protect yourself when you get out here on the water, guys. I know I don't want to spend the next week at work miserable because I'm burnt to hell. This definitely been a sunny one today. There we go. There's another one. Oh, stay away from the motor, sir. I would appreciate that, little guy. Stop it. Ow. Another on wacky worm, isolated structure. Gosh, they are tearing up my worms. Here we go. There's another guy. See, this one's a tiny one, but like I said, we've pulled 5-pounders off of these.
All in all, it wasn't too bad of a day. We didn't get very many big ones. This one here was the largest that we had got out of there. But we did get quite a few small ones. Not too many people out there were putting any in the boat. But like I said, our main goal is to try to get the bigger ones. But I know it's going to be a process of really dissecting the lake. And I know we're in the post spawn now. And you got some in the post spawn, some into their summer patterns. So whenever you get into the transition periods, it's a little bit different. But next week we plan on doing a product review on the Booyah Pop and Pad Crasher. I'm probably going to be heading out to Cabela's here in just a little bit and picking a couple up. So we'll be running those through their paces this week. But don't forget to like and subscribe. If you got any suggestions on what you'd like to see us do topic-wise for a video, don't forget to drop them in the comment section. Until next time, guys, tight lines.